Why not? It's a great camera. I've owned it for 3 years. It's going strong. It's been on countless photo shoots, events. The Z6 won. The original. The perfect sensor. 24 megapixels. Beautiful colors. Beautiful video. Autofocus works like a dream. Low light. The way the body feels. The way it's constructed. The Z6, launched in 2018, is a great camera. Yeah, even in 2022. Even now. 4 years after launch. Even right now. I know we've seen the Z6 II. We've seen the Z9, the Z7, the Z7 II. Even in 2022, I still use this camera. I enjoy it. It gets the job done. There's a lot of talk out there. This and that. It's glossed over. Why? It works well for me. It works well for me, even in 2022. And I use it day in and day out. Photo, video. I have fun. I have fun using it. And I don't care what anybody says. It works. I don't have any thoughts. Like I said, I could care less. Negative press? Internet? YouTube? Comments? Doesn't affect me. I still go about my business, take my Z6, and get the job done. Negative press. I don't think about that. I don't have time to think about that. Yeah, AF, single card slot, one processor, XP6 processor, sure. We hear it all every day. We hear that every day. The Z6 gets glossed over many times. AF tracking, yeah, I've heard it all. Sure, it doesn't affect me. I still get the job done. If you can't get the job done with the Nikon Z6 original, even today in 2022, maybe it's something that the photographer is doing wrong. Single card slot, not a deal breaker for me. You know, I've used XQD cards ever since the launch of the D4, Nikon D4, and I've never had one single XQD card fail on me. Look, if I'm shooting something important like an event, I'm not just taking one camera body. I'm taking multiple camera bodies. And I shoot in a way where if, let's say, the worst case scenario, I end up screwing up the card or something happens to that XQD card where I can't recover the photos, the way I shoot, my style that I shoot with the other camera, I can get by with the shots that I have on the other camera, on the other card. Sure, 2 card slots is awesome. And when I do have 2 card slots, I do back up. It has never been an issue for me. I'm not taking only just one Z6 to the show. I'm taking multiple cameras. Hey, if you're worried about 2 card slots, get the Z6 too. Great camera, same sensor, same camera, dual processor, best bang for the buck, Z6. I shot a wedding just this past weekend with the Nikon Z6. Amazing image quality, the 105E with the FTZ. Beautiful combination. And let me tell you something. That lens and body combo, the balance of the weight, that fat 105E with the Z6, great combination. Even the Z lens is 85. I shot with 85s. I shot with the 1430 this past weekend with the Z6 and the 105E. I had some really good results. And let me comment on the last question really quick. I know this camera gets glossed over sometimes, and you're right. A lot of negative press. But those who own it and those who use it and those who make a living and those who love this camera know what I'm talking about. Best bang for the buck. I'm telling you right now, the best bang for the buck. You want to get into Nikon Z mount mirrorless without spending a lot of money? Man, I love shooting video with the Z6. Shooting video with the Z6, just out of camera, without any processing, it's amazing the results you get. It doesn't jerk around, the focus doesn't haunt, it doesn't mess with your footage. I've shot cameras where just a lot of haunting, the footage is destroyed because the autofocus just works and it doesn't mess around, it doesn't ruin your footage. Again, straight out of the camera, colors are excellent, low light, you name it, full frame. Yeah, I love shooting video with the Z6. Let me add this channel, Vahagraphy, shot a lot of videos with the Z6. Most of my talking head videos are shot on a Z6. This doesn't get talked about hardly ever, the build quality. The Z6 is built very well. It feels very nice in the hand. Shooting it is a great experience. Sure, there are many upgrades when choosing a Z6 II over the original. My friends shoot the Z6 II and Z7 II with vertical grips. Feels good, gets the job done, nothing wrong with it, but I think it's special without the vertical grip. What do you think? I like it. Build quality, to answer your question, solid. A1. Well, if you're looking for a camera to get into the Z system, the Z mount, you're not looking to spend a lot of money, you can find the Z6 I, the original, for a good price. Sure, there are some shortcomings. For example, 4K 60 is non-existent on the original, and a few other things. But if you're getting into it for the first time, get your feet wet with the Nikon mirrorless system, I would suggest the Z6 I over the Z5. It's on. This camera is spot on. When you're doing single focus point, when you're doing face detect autofocus, it works. On video, like I said, it's a great hybrid shooter. It's a good camera. It's a good starting full frame camera. You want to buy a couple of lenses like the 50-1.8, the 85-1.8, 35, maybe a 24-70 f4. Start building your kit. This camera is ideal for your very first Z mount full frame camera. The Z5 and the Z6 would do. The Z6, it has a little more of a professional feel to it over the Z5. The Z6 is built better, in my opinion. You get the display on top. If you're looking to buy a Z6 now in 2022, I say go for it. Go for it. You'll thank me later, guys. Of course, there's many options out there. There's a Z6 II. There's many other options you can go with. Money's no object, and you like a bigger, more robust, professional flagship camera. There's also the Z9, which top of the line Nikon, a beast. How many nicknames does the Z9 have? The ultimate mirrorless professional body camera. There's no camera like the Z9. However, let me stop there because this video is not about the Z9. You asked me about the Z6 in 2022. I'll tell you right now, it's a perfect sidekick to the Z9. So if you have a Z9 and you want the second or third body, the Z6, baby. And if you're doing video, you're looking for a good main or B-roll camera, buy a couple of Z6s. Like I said, guys, you'll thank me later. It's a great camera. I love it. For what I use it for, it's quality all the way.